Hello, all you sinners. Never fear, for I is here. Devil made me do it. Back again for another episode of Devil's Angels. Speaking of my angels, let's say hi to them. First to my, guess it would be my right. Kind of reverse here. Tiny but fierce. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah. Well, the 4 or 5 hours of sleep I got. Yeah, it's awesome. And then to my left would be green-haired anti-liberal. How's it going, Tiff?
Good. Tired, but alive and kicking like usual. So ready to watch this film so you can yell at me if I don't like it as much as the remake.
Like I said, she's gonna have a hard time because there's no guys' butts hanging out of their Aboriginal drawers. So.
I can go for a pretty face. It's fine.
Next up, we got Selena, Scream Queen. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Like tired, like everyone else, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm right there with you.
And then, of course, our Bosley for this episode is HorrorAmorata. How's it going?
It's going great. Things are going great. No one's believing that, are they? No, things are fine.
No,
things
you
are
completely sold it. So I'm going to ask, as I always do, has anyone seen this? Does anyone love this movie?
Yeah, I wouldn't say love it. I've seen it, and it's a good movie. I wouldn't rate it in my top. It probably wouldn't break my top 50, but I'd watch it again, obviously.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely not probably John Carpenter's, because that who is the one who directed it. It's probably not his biggest, well, we know it's not his biggest success, but it's not his best movie overall. We have Halloween, you have The Thing, which is amazing. I love that movie. You have lesser known ones, but still fun, like Little China, Big Trouble in Little China, and Escape from New York.
And Escape from LA.
Yeah, and Escape from LA. This kind of went under the radar a little bit. But I love the story. That's the thing I love the most about it. I think it's an amazing story. You might not, if you like Carpenter movies, or if you don't, that could sway you. But the story itself, the idea of it is really good. I really like that. Let me give a couple facts on it for the people here. I wrote down. It was in February 1980 is when it came out. It stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Andrea Barbeau?
Yeah,
and
Adrian Barbeau.
Adrian, that's the name. See? Mm-hmm. And Tom Atkins. The film, it was filmed in Northern California. I couldn't find the exact town, so I wonder if they filmed all over, like different locations, but they're all in North California. Kind of built their own little seaside town out of different towns or something.
Oh, I wonder if it's where I was born.
Why? Where were you born?
Garberville, California, just off of Shelter.
Garberville. That's a small town name right there. Garberville.
My mom and I were the only patients in the hospital.
Jeez.
Wow.
Hospital/veterinary.
That's
clinic.
rural.
My dad was a fisherman off of Shelter Cove at the time. So.
Aw.
Cool.
Well, I should check since Kenzo pointed it out last week. Does anyone mind being next to me since I'm so handsy? I know
I would just not recommend getting handsy with me.
Look how dark it is in here now.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's a difference.
Can't even see me.
One more story before 12. Just to keep us warm. In 5 minutes, the 21st of April. 100 years ago, on the 21st of April, out in the waters around Spivey Point, a small clipper ship drew toward land. Suddenly, out of the night, the fog rolled in. For a moment, they could see nothing. not a foot ahead of them. And then they saw a light. My God, it was a fire burning on the shore, strong enough to penetrate the swirling mist. They steered a course toward the light, but it was a campfire like this one. The ship crashed against the rocks. The hull sheared in two, the mast snapped like a twig, and the wreckage sank with all the men aboard. At the bottom of the sea lay the Elizabeth Dane with her crew, their lungs filled with salt water, their eyes open, staring into the darkness. Above, as suddenly as it had come, the fog lifted, receded back across the ocean, and never came again. But it is told by the fishermen and their fathers and grandfathers that when the fog returns to Antonio Bay, the men at the bottom of the sea, out in the water by Spivey Point, will rise up and search for the campfire that led them to their dark and icy death. 12 o'clock, the 21st of April.
I really love John Carpenter's movies.
Yeah.
I haven't watched him in a while.
Little fun fact, Deborah Hill was his girlfriend.
Yeah, I read that.
Hello?
At least it didn't crack the wine bottle.
Oh, the sacrilege that would have been.
I know.
Hey, I could get down to this music.
I know, I like it.
But I like to swing dance. So.
Oh, hell yeah. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this messed me up so damn bad when I was a kid. Because when I watched it, I was a young kid. And so, like, from 12 to 1, I was, like, in the corner, freaking, like, with a knife.
It's okay. When watching Arachnophobia as a kid, our dad thought it would be funny to throw a fake spider between my sister and I.
Oh, no.
That's messed up.
During the scene where it's, like, flying across the room on fire.
Oh, shit.
Wasn't my favorite thing.
So another fun fact, you guys, and I know I sound like a total like horror buff, but here we go. Tommy Lee Wallace was actually played Michael Myers. He's a friend of John Carpenter.
Yeah, he actually wasn't like they were still like wasn't it like he was just hanging around? He was, and then they said, "Oh my God,
like
you fit
extra.
the build." And
Yeah, they're like, just put the mask on.
Yeah.
It's the fun thing. Once you think to leave, it's already too late.
Yep, that's true. Also, another fun fact, she's from Halloween.
Yes, she is.
Oh, no. No.
Get away from the open window, you
Right?
nut
That's
job.
what I was just saying, and then the chair moved.
And no clouds in the sky.
See, it's so
Stevie Wayne.
there.
And if you don't have anything to do right now, I'll
She
be
was
here
just
playing
like
music
this.
all through the witching hour.
I would totally listen to this station if it was around.
And if you do have something to do, keep me turned on for a while. And I'll try my best to do the same for you.
Okay.
Believe it or not, he was also in Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm. Halloween 3. Actually, that's when my love for his acting came around because he never takes himself seriously, and that's why I love him. He loves the fans too.
Doesn't he play the sheriff?
No, I wouldn't call him a sheriff.
No, he was in Halloween 3. He was the lead actor in Halloween 3.
I don't see him as a sheriff. Must be like comparing like Enoch crossed with another movie.
You know who else was in Halloween?
Who?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well, yeah.
I'm going with the obvious one.
I was trying to sit there like what? Like I'm trying to think of all the little actors we've seen.
She's right there.
Yeah.
I see.
She owns that lighthouse.
I know that.
Her son plays Little League with my kid brother.
She's a mother?
I thought you were happily married.
Not that happy.
Fog bank out there. Hey, there's a fog bank out there.
No shit.
All right. I'm drunk enough. Let's go back.
It reminded me of my dad.
Al, come here.
What year was this made?
80. 1980.
Yeah, that's about it. 80s fisherman. Very, very much so.
Al.
Let's go. Hey, there's just a ship out there.
Al, listen.
Hey, you probably should be paying more attention behind you.
Oh my god. Damn.
I don't know why, but that radio looks like Wally. Or Johnny Five.
Because the Wally was designed to look like that radio.
There is. She already jumped in bed with him. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Work
Welcome to
for
the
it.
80s.
Right.
If I can sell them for $5, I'll be rich.
Cool. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's your
You
name?
just did.
Elizabeth.
Nice
I
touch.
don't even know her name.
Hello, Nick.
She's gonna wish she got the hell out down.
Sheriff will drive his own car. The mayor and his wife are to be picked up at 6:45.
And that
Across
is Jamie
the
Lee
mayor's
Curtis's
box.
mom.
Then we will have speeches by
The blonde?
mayor, sheriff,
Yep.
me. Oh, do you have my
That's
notes?
Janet Leigh from
Then we
Psycho.
will pass out
The
the
color
calendar
of
and
her
begin the
turtleneck
procession.
in the sun
Then
makes her
I will
neck
go
look
home and
translucent.
pass out. I'm
That's
almost
true.
afraid to
That was the first thing I saw. Thought.
This is the same celebration music from Jaws.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it
at all.
is.
Work of art.
Product of their time.
Sandy,
Mm-hmm.
just be civil to me for another 5 hours. That's all I ask. See,
It's music that's used all over the place. Imagine it was really cheap
Yeah.
to use.
I bet.
There you have it. My next project.
Shaggin'
Restoration
wagon.
of the Morgantown Road Cemetery. It's historical. Our ancestors are buried there. Sandy, so the town is deep property past.
Have you never heard those called that?
No, I have. It just that was great.
Better get the estimates ready for the council meeting next month.
Yes, ma'am.
Sandy, you're the only person I know who can make yes ma'am sound like screw you.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe not be in his cups.
That church is creepy.
I find all churches creepy.
I was gonna say, but I didn't want to offend. Yes, I find all churches creepy. They're beautiful though, at the same time. But I just don't want to be alone in there.
You're never alone in church. God is always with you.
Something is gonna come out.
Oh shit. No, you know what's funny is in that scene, I guess that he was visible the whole time. And so in like post-production or something, they made it darker so that it gave it a jump scare.
9.
Nice.
Met with Blake this evening for the first time. He stood in the shadows to prevent me from getting a clear look at his face. What a vile disease this is. He is a rich man with a cursed condition. But this does not prevent him from trying to better his situation and that of his comrades at the colony. April 20, the 6 of us met tonight. From midnight until 1 o'clock, we planned the death of Blake and his comrades. I tell myself that
See, she
Blake's
looks like
gold
Agatha.
will allow the church to be built
She really
and our
does.
small settlement to become a township, but it does not soothe the horror that I feel being an accomplice to murder.
Now what?
Wait for the Coast Guard.
I'm sorry.
What for?
Ever since you picked me up, things have been going well. The clock broke, the windows have been breaking.
He's all, but
The
we
weirdo
had
at the door
sex,
last
so
night
it's
got
all
me.
good.
For some reason, you brought me to the middle of the
Rock my
ocean to
world.
this boat.
Happened to me.
Fabulous 1340 KAB.
I could totally live in a lighthouse.
Me too.
More music on top of the world. KAB 1340.
I don't know. I love her hair. Her
That
hair is
80s
just
hair,
so cool.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because like it reminds me of my mom.
Feathering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
old
feathering.
feathered hair.
From the top of the world.
My mom used to have like big feathered hair.
Lots of curling.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Dr. Thaden and ask him to just drop by. I think you're taking all of this much too seriously.
We're all cursed. Mrs. Williams.
He literally ran a whole ship of freaking people to their death and stuff. I could see that being something I'd be upset about if my relative did.
She's like, it's time to go.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't be upset about it.
No.
I love this effect.
That was really cool.
The board is having an accident.
The results of it suck.
No.
All those 8 tracks.
Something that once lived like an albatross around the neck, now more like a millstone, a plumbing stone, by God. Damn them all.
It just said 6 must die.
Oh, hell no, I wouldn't be in there with the body by itself.
Yeah, I'd be fine. Though I'd also look at it.
Do you feel that? I'll tell you what happens. It just got cold in here. See, the water acts like ice.
Oh, will everything be fine, huh?
The whole body
Nope.
would take a year to
I'm
decompose.
out.
Longer if it was down far enough. It's cold enough.
But he was on the boat. He was below decks.
Dick Baxter died in the ocean.
Did he? This is the part where it's always like, do you not have any spatial
Remember
awareness?
last
Or
October, those 3 kids that went diving for that old boat off
do not listen to your
I
surroundings?
told them they'd been down for a week, maybe 10 days. I swear to you right now, he's been down longer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, you could tell them all about that big fog bank moving in the southeast there. Where? Well, you'll see it. I'm on my way.
The big one.
See you tomorrow.
And
To the
Yeah, no,
southeast.
I'll see you.
And that guy's in Halloween
Oh, that's
3.
southeast.
Was that the token sheep?
There you are.
You talking what?
Sheep. Gypsy.
Oh.
I'm terrible. I know. It's fine.
Oh, there's something different about this fog, Dan. It glows. Can't you see anything?
It smells like pea soup.
Glows? I get it. You take something to keep you going, right? To make you feel a
Look
little weird
behind
sometimes.
you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pay
All of a sudden you see
attention.
Cheech and Chong walk
the
by.
lights went out. Everything's going crazy.
That'd be funny
Barometer's
edit. You just like put in
falling,
Cheech and Chong.
What the hell's
Bug.
Hey, man. Am I driving okay? I think we're parked, man. Oh, shit.
Oh no, the fog's getting in.
Your sweetheart playing a stupid joke. And whoever it is, they ain't gonna like finding me home.
Dan, stay away from the
I don't
door.
think they care so much.
Yeah, and well, he's so intimidating. That's the problem. Is Dan just scares the shit out of me.
Red fog is even better. Lord.
Hello?
I love the effects though. Like it's not all like obviously
here?
it's just simple light with like fog machine, but it's so
Some asshole
like it's
got drunk and
creepy.
started taking this 100-year-old business too seriously.
Yeah, when they were filming this, you know, he went into the props house.
Oh,
and,
no,
how many
Dan.
fog machines do you got? I need a lot.
If we get
They
cut
have
off
a
from the
bar.
world, there's no way we're totally gonna end up being bread weirdos.
Wow, you guys, I did not know that Adrienne Barbeau was the voice of Catwoman in Batman the Animated Series.
What? I didn't know.
Honestly, I've heard that.
Oh yeah.
Sheriff Sims? Andy?
Also, if she's the lighthouse, shouldn't she have a generator? Because the one person who's not able to be without power is the lighthouse.
Yeah, they usually have their own.
There it
I
is.
was gonna say they have their own backup generator.
Don't go anywhere near that door.
Well, if they're going by the rule of 6, then all they had only what 2 more people? 'Cause
Yep.
that-
Why
Yep.
would you
Yeah.
do that?
Oh, because she's a dumb old lady.
I want to see who it is. No.
No.
Just let all the fog in. Look, lady, look what you did.
Okay, I'm going.
At least he didn't see it.
That's what she gets for making oatmeal cookies.
Get over the oatmeal cookies. Ah.
Every time you see a single arm, supposedly it's the same guy, essentially.
Run, kid.
Come through this broken window.
Yeah.
That means better than being dead. Got a little cut.
Go, go.
Yeah, if only we had windows to keep the fog out.
Well, they only really need one more death, and the priest is like so full of unbelievable guilt for what his grandfather was a part of that I assume he's going to be the last one to die.
Up to the church. If you can get out of town.
Well, that's one thing that supposedly they didn't address that is really clear in the book. The 6 who must die are all descendants of the original people who killed him, the ones who made
That
the
makes
fire
a lot
on
more
the ship.
sense than just them basically random.
Yeah.
See, they made that clear in the remake, though.
Yeah. Screw that. You know that adage about you don't have to run faster than the bear, you have to run faster than your friends? I'd already tripped that lady. I'd have been like, yeah, everyone get in the church. Push her down and go, fuck you, bitch.
6 must die. That was on the
3 men on the seagrass.
And the weatherman is 4. Yep, 5.
And what about
That's what they want. They've come back for the 6 original conspirators.
6
Father, there
unaligned
must
to
be
take the
something in
plate.
here that
They
can
want.
help us.
Why would they want you?
Father, you didn't read us this. Were it possible to raise the dead, I would return Blake's fortune to him intact, save the money spent on these walls that hide it.
My fellow conspirators believe that the confiscated fortune has been stolen from them, when in fact I am the thief and God's temple is the tomb of gold. I am the thief and God's temple is the tomb of gold.
Melted down the gold into this.
Oh, gotcha, bitch.
Well, fails, pull the hair.
Time for a short haircut. Oh, got
He's
hair.
clinging onto that.
You know how much a cross made of solid gold that size would weigh?
Yeah, that'd be a lot of weight.
Don't go in there. There might be fog in there.
He's giving them back their gold and their 6th sacrifice, all so they'll be appeased.
They don't want your gold.
They want you.
They want that booty.
Blood for blood.
Yes, on the roof. They will never find me here.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, she couldn't leave before, but she can now just go outside. Like, I don't understand why she couldn't leave before.
Grab the tip.
I think this is supposed to be one of those, like, fog has like a higher density, so it won't come up this high or something like that.
They'll never climb the ladder.
My grandfather stole it.
The eyes are creepy as shit.
Take this off my hands, man.
I'm the 6th conspirator. I'm Father Malone. Take me.
Crazy.
See what happens when you break his wine bottle? He has nothing to live for.
I mean, like your French girls.
Yeah.
Hey, she fights back. I like her.
Oh,
my god, he's full
He's
worms.
green and gross. Kick him off the ladder.
Yes, leave Queen Sexy alone.
Take the priest.
The kid's just watching.
The sun shining.
And tried to destroy us. In one
But it
moment,
took the gold and
it
left.
vanished. But if this has been anything but a nightmare, and if we don't wake up to find ourselves safe in our beds, it could come again. To the ships at sea who can hear my voice, look across the water into the darkness. Look for the fog.
You shouldn't have
That's
asked why not me.
Right.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay, then. Well, I'll take you now.
All right, so there's the end of the movie. What did you guys think? Let's start off with Tiny because she might have to take off a little early. What did you think, Tiny?
Well, as I've reiterated before, I don't really do horror movies much, but it was interesting. I would have really liked to do the piece that you mentioned from the books, that it's a specific 6 descendants that they're looking for. That would have actually like added to it a bunch, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But it was very 80s, very of its time. It was really fun in that sense, and it was fun to see some of the stuff back then. It was like, and how many things like, wait, no cell phone, no, you can't check this, you can't do that. Literally, like it's it's not that long ago, and yet it's so such a different world in some ways than what we're living in right now. So it's really kind of nostalgically fun to watch that and see. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It was fun.
Now we'd all be on Weather Underground going, oh shit, let's check out where the fog is. But I love the story. I love the idea that, you know, they betrayed them and this is this revenge and the fog and stuff. I do 100% agree with you that they should have been clear on who the fog is after. Also, there's so many little gaps to it where like the fear kind of lowers. Like all they have to do, the fog only comes in from 12 to 1. So it's like you got to survive that 1 hour. You know, 2 only comes on these particular days every 100 years. So it's like, you know, the fear only ramps up, you know, for that short period of time.
I think part of the problem with that is we know that the people in the movie don't know that. They don't know that it's only going to last from 12 to 1. They don't know that it's only looking for these 6 specific people. So why would they tell us?
Yeah.
Right.
All I know.
Well,
go ahead.
So that was actually a thought that I had. How did, it's like some of them knew the 6, but I don't remember her telling them that. And then how do they know the 6 already haven't been killed, or like, so like how the priest know that he was going to be 6 and it was going to end at that point?
Well, the priest knew that he was part of it because he found that diary at the beginning.
Yeah, but how did he
So
know
he knew
that the grandma or who, like the babysitter, died? I guess
he didn't. He just, I think at that point he assumed he was going to, well, he knew the grandma died.
No,
because
they counted. They were sitting there. They said, she said 6, and then they were counting out the 3 on the ship. Then they were counting the
radio
grandma.
station.
Yeah, I remember that the kid was there, so that's how we knew
Yeah.
that she had died.
Yeah, the kid specifically said Mrs. What's her name, and then they were counting, and then so there's 1 left, and that's when the priest started going, it's me. So there were 6 conspirators who helped to drown the ship that had the colony of lepers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? What did you think since it was your first time? What do you think?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I think it's hard for me because I knew information that like you guys, when you first watched it, didn't, unless you watched the remake before. But it sounds like, well, besides Tiny, she hasn't seen the remake either. But like you all saw it back in the day.
I barely remember it, to be honest.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I remember watching and I just felt like, oh, this isn't as good as the original, but maybe I'll give it another watch. Maybe I misjudged it, you know?
Well, I actually, so because I have the perspective of watching the remake first, like I mentioned a couple of times, is like, it makes me appreciate the remake because they have all these nods back to the original. Yeah. I don't know if there's a bit of a like love triangle in the remake that wasn't necessarily necessary, and I don't like how it ends. I felt like it was kind of stupid the way the remake ends, because there's a whole thing that like the town is saved by the
But yeah, I do enjoy this movie. Like I said, my biggest thing of it is I just love the idea of the fog being, you know, this element that can get in anywhere, and it's unique to horror, at least at the time I saw this. Like I said, I'm definitely going to give the remake another shot. Like I said, I think I saw it and maybe it was just one of those things where my first thought was, oh, it's not as good as the original, but maybe maybe I'll give it a second chance. I tend to think the originals are better than the remakes on most things.
It's more lighthearted, where they lean a little bit too much in the romance versus the thriller horror part of it. And those are the parts that I don't like about it. Like it makes the stakes less serious.
Yeah.
Is that the one where at the end she disappears with the pirate, or am I thinking of a different movie with fog?
Yeah, she like in the graveyard, the lepers basically forgave everything because his long lost love.
Yeah.
That bullshit.
Yeah.
She goes out there and says, "You want this booty?" And he's all like, "Guys, can we like just forget about the gold and the whole being killed and shit? Because I really want to smash this girl." Yeah.
So it's not just the
damn it.
movie. Like fog has always freaked me out. It's just something.
It
It's
is.
beautiful. It really is. But driving in it scares me.
Yeah, something that you can't shine light on because it's just gonna like yell back at
It
you.
gets worse. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Thank you for watching, showing up, hanging out, checking out this movie with us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It seems like the angels did. Now she turns off her light, going all. But
no, she didn't turn off her light. Her light just went off.
Oh,
I didn't have any
yeah.
lights on to begin with. It was just the sun. I can't really control that.
She's the seventh. So let's go around the horn. Unfortunately, Tiny had to leave, so I'll say check out her channel. Or no, she doesn't have a channel, huh? She's
Nope.
the one of us. No, Selena.
Check out her Twitter.
Check out her Twitter. There you go. Thank you. Check out her Twitter. It's right there on her name. Won't be boxed. So just say goodbye, Selena.
Goodbye, Selena.
There we go. That's my girl. All right. Next up, green-haired anti-liberal. Say bye.
Bye, guys. Have fun. See you next time.
And then, of course, our Bosley for this week, HorrorAmorata. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yep. And we will see you all in the next episode. Bye.
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 All right.